because Hagen is a German version of me. We're like the same age. We have kind of the same history. I grew up in the West. He grew up in the East. So we sit and talk for hours, and we're worse than a women's coffee clutch. So I know that whoever's got the microphone is not going to shut the hell up. So I got to tell you a little bit about my friend Hagen. Like I said, we both have similar backgrounds. We're just I'm a month or two older than you. Yeah, I'm the older one. So we grew up in two different systems during the time of the wall. You know, we were basically, as young men, taught to kill each other. Luckily, it was peacetime, but he was in the military in the DDR, and I was in the American military. And we did that. That was the beginning of our young lives, gave us a little discipline. And then we both became doctors, obviously, where he was. There wasn't as much available as growing up in the West. I grew up in abundance. But yeah, he's one of the three guys I met at this one Congress that Corinna pushed me into going to, Klaus, you, and Tobias, that I met all these guys in the same day. So, and Hagen is the one we're always, yeah, like I said, we're like two adolescent girls. We get together. So we need to give each other structure when we talk because we don't have 17 hours. Because when he comes to my house, we just sit up all night talking because neither one of us actually need to sleep that much when we're entertained. So I want you to first share your story of what brought you into chiropractic and your personal story because it's profound and it's very uplifting. Because I was just thinking about this as Gilles was speaking, and it's something that motivates me with doctors most, that I'm always lecturing doctors in my life, that in everything, doctors are dying off an average of 20 years, less than the average profession. And this is a big purpose of mine is with this experience, I meet great doctors like when I met Hagen, a bunch of these guys, and they're just about at their end point. You know, they're really need a shift. And I want to say this in a positive way that the women in my life, when they first met Hagen, because I met him and I was like, this is me. But he was kind of broken and he changed so much that all the women in my life went from, ugh, to this is an amazing guy. So tell us about that because it's very uplifting.
First of all, thank you, Mark. Thank you, Michael, that I have the opportunity to talk to you. Medicine, chiropractic. What a wonderful combination. What I think. All my life, I was driven by energy, power, sports. I came through sports in the military, went to military competitions. We trained for everything, you know. And I trained together with former East German professional athletes. And there was the first time where they told me, hey, Hagen, can you push this button here? Can you push this bone? Because when they were active, they had great manual guys to just help them to be like a Ferrari. Hey, every normal guy can do that too. But I was interested, I started with 16, 17, I joined the army with 18. So, and there was always full power. And I said, that was amazing. We just each other adjusted because I hadn't even an idea that it's adjusting. We just, for me, it's like cracking, pushing bones. I function much better. Hey, so this was an idea I had in my head. And then the choice, what am I gonna do? I study medicine. Why? Because I want to improve life and I want to save life because, hey, I always thought I had great hands. Always. So I did that. And I want to be independent and I want to be my own chef and I want to make the decisions for me, for humanity, for people, to help them, because I'm a Samaritan. So it's like, now I'm 50, more than 30 years, I'm in the medical business, including the studies. I'm a general surgeon, a trauma surgeon, orthopedic surgeon, emergency medicine. I do everything to just fill my tool bag. Neurotherapy, chirotherapy were the first thing while I was studying. I did one year internship in the States, Maricopa Medical Center in Arizona. I went to San Diego. Dr. Townsend, orthopedic surgeon, he sent me to his PT and chiropractic guy. So I had the overview. When I came back to Germany, so like, that's the first thing what I got to know. But then there was no chiropractic. It was, I think I'm loud enough. So it was chirotherapy. Just study the body, just moving the bones. Now, I thought after a couple of years, everybody in my hospital where I worked, I was a little assistant still. Everybody came to me, I have this and I have this, because I helped them. Just like that, because I think I have a little hand for that. So I worked, I did hours, 100, 120 hours a week, years and years. Yeah, and then I was so busy with working, traveling, being curious, the world. And then, I just, later on, I got better in everything what I did, also surgery. Surgery. So I felt a change in a way of, after 40, I felt my bones. I thought I always were in great shape. Eat good, always training, and I felt my bones. I just, my knees, my back. And it came closer and closer. It was once a year, twice a year, every month. I was like, man. So then it came the day I went to Hamburg to Orthopedic Congress. And I saw this guy, Mark Stiers. And I remember, he looks like a good friend of mine in the States, also Italo-American, just a head shorter. So like, hey. And he stands there, you chiropractic, and say like, the first thing, I know about that. And he was just really, actually, I don't want to talk to you, but he said like, I need your help. I have pain. So he said like, oh, okay, lay down. So he did that, and it went away. And he said to me, while we just a little chatting, and he said, there was a sympathy, a love at first sight, I think. So we talked 3 days. I came every day in the morning, midday, afternoon. He adjusted me, and I just say, hey, I'm brand new. I felt that. And I told him, I'm gonna come. I need to learn that. At this time, I had 2 kids. I have 1-year-old, 6-year-old, 5-year-old. So 4 years ago, we met. So I'll be fair. I have a very smart, wonderful wife, also ENT doctor. And I was not that selfish, and I said like, okay, I'm gonna wait a little. I waited 1 year. And she said, okay, if you have to go, go there. Because I have 2 weekends on call in the hospital. 1 weekend, I'm gone for education. The next one was from me, because I said, I need to do that. Because this was the only solution to change, not only me, because I had family right now. I want to protect them, and I want to give them chiropractic care from the beginning, birth. All my kids, he saw my kids at this stage, 2 years, 1 year, when they were old. They still remember, I go to Mark. Yeah, Mark. They saw them just a couple times first. Now we come to the Healing Fest, and they know what the energy is and why they does that. My kids, they come, and it's like, they are in sports, just a little playing, It's like, Papa, I want to run fast tomorrow. Can you adjust me? They know, they felt it right away. And I'm not a chiropractor, but I have this tool. And I learned, I know the body. You know, I cut everything open, and I put it together, because that was my job. And now my decision is, when the patients come, my decision is, are you sick? Okay. Which doctor do you need? Do you need me as a surgeon? Do I have to replace your hip? Is there a broken bone? Trauma is the most honest and honorable job in the world, because you're just fixing things which obviously. The rest, everybody who I build in, fixing hips, knees, broken bones, they get adjusted the atlas and the sphenoid right away in the hospital. And the half of it comes back. And now I have in my hospital a private practice, and it's drawing in. Now I started with a couple people, because I connected with neural therapy, health talks. Everybody gets a half an hour with me. It's impossible. Usually in the system, no doctor has time to that. I tell them, exactly. Look, I want to make sure when you come to me, what you get from me. What I have, I tell you. And your choice, you come. Health is not negotiable. If you don't do that for you, look, I don't knicky-knack your pain away, but I'm gonna guide you through that. And once we make the decision for us, there's no surgery, there are no drugs, no steroids. Hey, try that. Health. Nutrition. What the heck? They say, what has my pain with my nutrition? I say, listen to me and change everything. And they do. Stop drinking cola for 1 week. So like, I feel brand new. I think, yeah, that's horse piss. Okay.
Yeah, he's like me. We tend to wander, but I have to say, I was hoping, especially from Hagen, some of the most exciting stories I get to hear all the time when he's in my house. When a lot of these people started, I get to hear stories that didn't exist. I was hoping they'd come out like Christian, what he didn't tell the stories. Well, like when he was first the attending surgeon, people come in and he was sneaking them into the room and adjusting them. Hagen has a lot more power. He's like the man in this hospital, in a small community. What I mean is, as a chiropractor, what's so exciting, the stories, people will come in an ambulance, some old person, they can't move out of bed. They send him to the hospital. This guy shows up, drags them into the room, adjusts them, and most of them, he tells me, they just put their clothes and walk out. I'm like, that doesn't happen in the chiropractic profession. So a lot of these things that happen all the time, it's just, I get to hear this stuff all the time, and it's not common. I tell him, because he's like, what do you mean it's not common? I'm like, there's not attending surgeons in ER centers around the world that are just throwing people on a table and clearing out the nervous system. It would be great, but anyways, I encourage you all to talk to these guys on breaks and get adjusted from him. These surgeons who were in practice for 30 years, Hagen has amazing hands, so get him to put you on the table and adjust him. So let's give him a hand. Thank you very much.